welcome to Power News. I'm Juhi Rajput, bringing you the latest news from power sector. Let's begin with the top stories. Delhi private discoms pitching for 20% tariff increase. Discoms loan restructuring proposal to go to cabinet this month. Kudankulam's first unit to start producing power in 2 months. Government asks Coal India to tweak fuel supply agreement. Coal India offtake rises 6.2% in April-May. Cost escalation drives Australia coal miners to lower output. SR gets final nod in Indonesia for mining. PXIL inks MOU with Korea Power Exchange. And NHPC chalks out diversification plan. Well, those were the top stories of the week. Let's move to our next section, quick updates. State-owned hydroelectric power major NHPC plans to form joint venture companies with private sector hydro project developers to rehabilitate their projects hit by a shortage of funds and lack of technical expertise. Under a proposal being finalized by the NHPC management, the company will pick up stakes of up to 49% in private hydro projects. These projects were allocated by various state government to private players on the basis of financial commitments and promise of free power to section of consumers. The Controller and Auditor General's final report on the allocation of coal blocks has concluded that the government did not allow a transparent policy in selecting beneficiaries and was wrong in ignoring a 2004 recommendation by the Secretary in Coal Ministry that mines should be awarded through competitive bidding. The report will be presented to Parliament during the monsoon session. One of the CAG's core conclusion was that the competitive bidding should have been adopted to allot coal mines instead of following what the government auditor described as an opaque policy that remained in place in February 2012. On one hand, we are facing severe coal crisis, and on the other, several hydro projects are stuck due to delay in environmental clearance and people's agitation. In 2003, the then Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee launched an initiative for adding 50,000 megawatt of hydroelectric power in 16 states and envisaged that this initiative through 162 schemes would open up investment opportunities in hydro sector. But till now, none of these projects has seen the light of the day. To talk on this, we have with us Mr. Yogendra Prasad, former CMD NHPC and Chairman UJVNL. Good evening, Mr. Prasad, and welcome to Power News.
Thank you.
Mr. Prasad, in 2003, government initiated 50,000 megawatt hydro schemes and planned that this 50,000 megawatt hydro capacity would be added by the 12th five-year plan. But if we see development on ground, none of the project has reached its execution stage. In a country like ours, where we face power deficit of 10.3% and peak shortage of 12.9%, what could be the reason for such negligence towards harnessing the natural resources and clean power?
For the first time in 1999, hydro policy was formulated on our request by the Government of India, and 2003, 50,000 megawatt projects was announced by the Honorable Prime Minister of India with the instruction that work should be done on faster mode. But I am sorry to inform that after my retirement, nothing could move faster in spite of my best efforts. When I was chairman of NHPC, I spoke on various forums, and whatever task Central Electricity Authority has given me at that time, NHPC completed everything on time, prepared the feasibility report, in some cases DPR on time. Even today, that out of those 50,000 megawatt, even single megawatt had not been added. Government has to take editorial attitude for completing all the pending hydro projects, and for that I request my government that they should not consider the views of the sons of Mahatmas, because they are not experts. At least professionals should be given proper respect so that they can complete the hydro project.
China commissioned 3 gorge project of 21,000 megawatt and all the milestones were achieved as per the schedule. As many as 12 lakh people were rehabilitated swiftly. Why can't we set such examples in our country?
In China in 1952 position was equal to India, but today they have made many hydro projects, and the first project is that they have made that is example of 21,000 megawatt 3 gorges project, how the work of was done on war footing and how the help of government of China had come. And in this country also, you see, Indira Sagar project was pending since last 25 years, but with the help of the Honorable Chief Minister of that time, Divya Singh, I completed that project in 4 years' time, having so many complications in that project. 249 villages were shifted, Harsu town was shifted. Similarly, Navta Jhagri project was finished during flood, and with the help of the then Chief Minister, Sri Dhumal Sahab, that project was completed in 3 years' time, and that is generating 1500 megawatt power today. Even in Uttarakhand, Manali Valley project was pending since the last 30 years, and with the help of Khanduri Sahab, that project was done in 8 months' time and commissioned. Only I can say that unless there is political will, political support, and willingness at the political level, hydro projects cannot be completed. And hydro projects, once completed, it is a boon for the society, boon for the country.
Don't you think hydro sector development has become the technical compulsion and must for Indian energy sector?
In hydro sector, what happens, once you make the project, life is also very long. Minimum life is 50 years. In case of thermal, it is not more than 25 years. And in case of variable load, thermal is not comfortable. Thermal can't work, because in case of variable frequencies, lot of problems are coming. That's why today the ability-based tariff has been implemented in this country. And if we are running the system beyond the 49.7 to 50.2 frequency, the rates of UI charges is very, very high, which is not possible for electricity board to pay, because that tariff is, if we charge to the consumers, they will not be able to pay. And as a result of that, today electricity boards are being put to heavy losses. And only 2 days back I have seen in the paper that has come that they want to raise the tariff by 50-60%. If this is the situation, how the common people will pay?
In reservoir projects, large number of people are displaced, which is a major reason for people's agitation. Many infrastructure projects are delayed due to land acquisition problem. Don't you feel we need a holistic approach as far as rehabilitation and resettlement process is concerned, and R&R policy must be implemented effectively?
On river Narmada, there were a lot of slogans. The work was pending since last 20-30 years. On Indira Sagar project, 1000 megawatt, I commissioned in 3.5 years' time, and one can go and see on the spot in the field and talk to the people how it has affected the environment. And if you are going to rehabilitate the people nicely, nobody has objection. I shifted 249 villages. Of course, lot of help was given by the then Chief Minister Digvijay Babu, but not a single FI was lost, because we rehabilitated them as per the guidelines and facility provided by the Government of India and Government of Madhya Pradesh. And for that, government should take action. If corrupt people are not doing rehabilitation properly or resettlement properly, does not mean that hydro projects should not come.
In present situation where hydro's share is decreasing day by day, as an experienced technocrat, what suggestion you'd like to give to the government to accelerate hydro development in the country?
I should request the government that whatever policy decided in 2003 and program was launched by the then Honorable Prime Minister, that should be implemented on faster track, and government, if required, government should work on war fitting basis and put instruction, and the professionals should be given due respect. We use Sridharan Sahab of the age of 80, and he has completed this metro rail. Because of him, it has been completed. Only one professional who has been given proper respect, and he has done the job. So government should work by putting a very, very effective controlling mechanism. If people are not performing their duty, they should be removed immediately without thinking anything. Government has many power, enormous power. If government wants, he can move.
Thanks, Mr. Prasad, for joining us in the program.